Welcome back to my channel. Today we got a big surprise, brand new Bobcat 2023 E60 Excavator R2. And this one's loaded with extras, and we'll get into that in just a second.
Work hard, get dough. I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have. I go hard, do what I need to make it last. They say the good die young, I hope I'm bad. Cheers to my past.
You might be wondering why I bought a Bobcat. Probably one of the main reasons is my salesman, Zach. I met him about 3 or 4 years ago, and he talked me into buying a TOOLCAT. And I bought a used one, and it's been the most used piece of equipment on my little, whatever you call this, mountain home. And then I bought a Bobcat E50 from him, and then I bought a compactor from him. And basically I sold my E50 because I wore it out in the last 3 years and decided to buy a brand new one. Let's hear what Zach has to say about it.
First 50 hours, you will have to tighten the tracks with them new, okay?
Okay.
And all you want to do is you lift up, put the blade in the back, lift it up. You just want to be able to run your hand between the roller.
Like 5/8 or half?
Yeah, just the width of your hand.
Oh, just roll that
Roll,
under.
if you can get that under, you don't want any tighter than that because it's like a chainsaw chain, you'll over tighten.
Okay, so it's a little different then.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've gotten the...
Because the other one, they used to tell me like 5/8.
Yeah, I just don't like over tightening them because you just... You'll see it. You'll feel it. You'll just step off and you'll be like, what the heck? But within the first 50 hours, it will start sagging.
Okay.
Okay.
So you just want to run your hand under.
Yep.
Okay.
And there's a key in the manual under the seat for your diesel.
Okay.
Okay.
What's in here?
That's just a little toolbox.
Oh, okay.
That you can put stuff
So there's
in.
nothing in it right
Nope,
now? Okay.
nothing. Nope. You got the angle blade. You got the diverter valve.
I would never order one without an angle blade.
Nope. I just don't. I mean, it's got to be.
John said these don't come with the angle blade. I said, no, it comes with the
The
angle blade.
63 did.
Yeah.
So this is your diverter valve, like I told you. So if you want to put an auger or a breaker on here, you don't have to detach the thumb. You turn the valve right here to the hydraulic going to this. Plug into it.
So both these just flip over?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you'll go from your thumb function on the joystick.
The thumb looks a lot bigger.
Oh yeah.
I mean, compared to even the E50, it looks
The
huge.
60, you just get a much beefier thumb, just because you're grabbing bigger stuff.
Even the booms and everything, they just seem beefier.
No,
I looked at the Kubota that was similar power and everything. Yeah. There's a lot of difference.
Oh yeah. Now the U57.
Yeah.
And then now you have, this is where you change from deer to cat for your operation. Okay.
What's it on right now?
I think I'm in deer. I can't remember.
I think that's what I'm used to, actually.
That's the wrench for the valve. 2 keys. The manual.
Perfect.
Okay. It just slides right in there. Nice.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's real nice. And then if you want to jump here, because there's a bunch of stuff in here.
Okay.
There. All right. It'll give you all these warnings. It's cold, but it's all good stuff.
Turn the key on, that comes up first.
Yep. And so if we put in the code, you'll just put the code in to start it. What I'll also do is put a quick
Where do you
start
put
on.
The code in?
It'll be right here.
Okay.
It'll ask for a code. And then I'll do a quick start. So like you turn it off, talk to your wife, and go back to it.
Okay.
It won't make you put it right back in.
Oh, okay.
So if you had a camera, this is where the camera would be. I don't need that. This
I mean, if you're in the city, working around
if you're working tight jobs, but you got to be doing some tight stuff.
Worried about people walking up or something.
This is where you pair your phone to it. Okay. And you do have a radio in it. Okay. And this is the service thing. Like I said, first service is at 50 hours.
It only has an hour and a half right now? Or?
Yep.
Cool.
It was like under an hour. You can view your service schedule. So grease, swing, bearings, runs you through everything.
And then when you go, let's say I go through and grease, do I hit something to say that I greased?
If you want to, you can hit adjust.
And
It's not going to do it for all the greasing, but You can
Well,
go
like if you replace the hydraulic filter, you go over there and put adjust, and you put in a date.
Yep.
Okay.
for the hour, I believe.
Sure.
I don't want to mess with it because
I might. No, but I might try to keep up with that.
No, it's nice.
Sure. Yeah.
And then you have attachments. So
I saw that. Yeah.
You can add in all this stuff.
And you can change the flows on them and shit too.
Yep.
Which is pretty crazy.
Yep.
They never had that before.
Laser, you can do all the depth checks. You can add the
Now
depth check.
this is set up with depth check, except for it doesn't have the, like it's got the screw holes, right?
Everything's in it except for you have to add on the eyes.
But the eyes will talk to this computer.
Yep, you'll have it. You can see that right there.
Yeah.
There's an eye goes there. There's one up there, and there's one down there.
Welcome back to the channel. You know, first impressions. So I put about, it had an hour and a half when I first bought this machine, and the first impression is it's a really nice machine. It's got a few sounds that I'm not sure about, but all in all, it's really nice. The air conditioner works really good. This cab gets really cold, which is nice. So in the winter, I assume the heat's going to get really good too. The touchscreen is really cool. Takes a little bit to get used to, but it has a lot of cool stuff on it. If you look, like you got your speaker right there for your radio, and right here you can change the controls. So here you can see all the temperatures and everything. Go back to the home screen. Right here you have phone hookup, so you can, mine's already connected, so it connects right up. I can receive phone calls in here. I didn't get the backup camera, but if I was like, I work out here in the country, or in the mountains, so if I was in the city where I was working tight, close quarters around houses and stuff, I'd probably get the backup camera just to make sure no one's back there when I'm backing up. But I didn't get the backup camera. Now this one's I'm already cold in here. I'm gonna shut this off. I got this one pretty loaded. I've got the thumb attachment. I've got the auxiliary hydraulics. I've got the long arm. I've got the comfort cab, air conditioning, heating, the bigger 7-inch screen. Let's see what else. I got it with a 2-foot bucket. I could probably use a smaller bucket up here in the rocks. A lot of times when you're in the rocks, it's easier to dig with a smaller bucket to get around to get the rocks out and move them around. But that's what I got. And this thing's turbocharged. I believe it's 55 horsepower. I'll have to check that. But what's cool is if you look at this controller, here, I'll bring you down closer to. So if you look at this controller, and you push over here on attachments, you can actually control the flow. You can put whatever attachment you want on here. Like right. I mean, they have all the attachments in here. You can also hook up a laser. It's already hooked up, but you can add a laser to the front of it. Like I already have a couple really nice lasers, so I'm gonna probably look at that later on and figure out how to hook this up. But the other thing I like is the service. So next service is due in 41.4 hours. That's the 50-hour service. Now, I actually I grease the machine every 8 hours. So this one was previously greased at 1.5 hours. So I'm probably going to run it another hour or so today, and then grease it up. Yeah, but this has everything. And then if you want to go back home, you just push it there. And it's got down here. It's got your radio, your phone, another volume. You can do the volume from here or on this touchscreen. Your heater controls, air conditioning controls, auxiliary hydraulics right here. So if you see this little thing up there, if you push that, your thumb won't work. So I always leave that on because I'm using the thumb all the time. And then down here you got speakers, and here's your lights right here. You can also go back to the home screen right there. Over here it's got a port for your phone, a USB. Now this right here, when you're moving forward and backwards, it goes beep, beep, beep. I'm gonna probably disconnect that. And right here's your glow plug, I believe. I guess it tells you your glow plug's on it. Oh, you know what that is? I think that's your block heater. I'll have to look at that. I'm not positive about that. And then here's your throttle control right here. And start right here. But the controls are really nice, easy to use. I gotta go up here and get a rock. That rock right there, and I don't know how much that rock weighs. It's not that bad. It's just a pretty small rock. But this one thing I noticed about this Bobcat E60 is the thumb, right there, I'm grabbing that. The gripping power on this thumb is the gripping power is pretty amazing. But you can, I don't know how much this one rock right here weighs, but it has no trouble grabbing it and pulling it out of there. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Hopefully we'll do some more Bobcat excavator videos. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Later. Here's a little parking spot that I'm making for my trailer and some of my attachments and stuff. I'm going to basically park it in this little cul-de-sac right here in between the trees so people can't really see it. And this Bobcat E60 made pretty quick work of it. Yeah, it's pretty amazing how easy, you know, an excavator really can make your life easy. When I have a big piece, you know, it's not huge, but this piece of property is full of trees and full of rocks, and anything I want to do, I gotta pretty much try to motor through those. And it can be a little difficult with if you don't have, but with this piece of machinery, it really has made my life a lot easier. Here's a little shot with the drone, and basically, you know, one cool thing is I would never get an excavator actually without an angle blade, but I noticed the float on this thing really worked good too. Right here I'm putting a bunch of DG down first, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to level out all this DG, and then I'm going to get my little plate compactor and basically compact this whole area, and then I'm going to get some gravel and put it in here. But I won't bore you with all that. Yeah, anyway, this excavator, it really appears to be a good choice. I'm pretty happy that I got it. Yeah, makes pretty quick work of a pile of dirt. Here I am moving a whole bunch of logs. I have way too many logs by the amount of firewood I have right now. I need to start getting this stuff cut up for winter. I've been working on a building pad on the back of this property where I'm building a little house back there. And what I really need to do is get busy cutting firewood, because in the winter, I'm going to go through a lot of firewood. Anyway, yeah, this Bobcat excavator's really been great. My salesman, Zach, he was great. Purchase price, it is an expensive machine, but you're looking at something that you're hopefully going to use for a long time. I got a 4-year full warranty on it, so hopefully it'll do good for quite a while. This property is going to take me, I don't know, it's going to take me a little while to get this property in order, but I think it'll make quick work of it. Anyway, thanks again for watching the video. Please subscribe, like it, and I will see you next time. Later.
Work hard, get dough.